John and Jenna, good morning. We're tracking these developments as they're going on down on the ground in Syria, and things are just going from bad to worse there. Here in Washington, the top Syrian diplomat has 72 hours to leave the country. He is the charge d'affaires, which usually means in an embassy that he's the #2 official for that country. The Syrian ambassador was Imad Mustafa. He has been out of this country for some time, recalled to Damascus. Now the United States has kicked out the #2 man at the Syrian embassy. Of course, we essentially closed our embassy in Damascus in February and withdrew our ambassador, Robert Ford, due to the worsening conditions in the country. Meantime, the United Nations Human Rights Office has now concluded about that massacre in the city of Hula in Syria this past Friday that killed at least 108 people, many of them women and children, as John just noted. They have concluded that this was an execution-style attack, and fewer than 20 of those victims were the victims of government shelling. Indeed, it appears as though the Assad regime may have shelled the location after the execution took place to try to make it look as if it was just another incident in war. In fact, it's shaping up as one of the worst massacres in a long series of them since the uprising began in Syria some 15 months ago, John and Jenna.
And is anybody in Washington talking about anything beyond expelling diplomats as a way to respond to this massacre?
Well, we're expecting briefings from the State Department and the White House later this afternoon, and we'll be monitoring those. But officials here will tell you that they face a real serious shortage of options in Syria. This is a country with a 600,000-man army and with some means to defend itself, unlike Libya, really. And moreover, there is no clear alternative to the Syrian regime right now on which we could potentially peg our hopes. The Free Syrian Army, which has its headquarters in a series of tents outside Syria near the Turkish border, not really an effective army at all, and not really truly beholden to any kind of civilian leadership. So it's a very difficult situation for policymakers here. One thing you can be sure of, that it will remain a campaign issue as the campaign heats up in this country. Mitt Romney, the presumptive GOP nominee set to clinch the nomination later today, was very vocal over the weekend in saying that the United States needs to do more. It's just not clear to policymakers in the Obama administration exactly what they can do to set up a good situation beyond Bashar al-Assad.
Yeah.
John and Jenna.
It's just awful to see that slaughter going on. James Rose.